All right. So if you think about it, Monopoly is a pretty whack game for kids. It starts with the clinical environment of your typical real estate transaction, and then you throw on top of that ruthless corporate greed. And then there's a working jail for poor people. Okay? Now, I don't know about you, if you're still working on stuff like my family is from back in the day, but because Monopoly in the very beginning, it starts with a fight for your favorite piece, right? You, sir, what's your favorite? We don't have time for that. This is Ignite. So real quick, on the count of 3, I want you to yell out your favorite piece, okay? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. I didn't hear any thimbles. Okay, you're all officially in an Ignite talk. Woo, that's awesome, okay? So for me, I used to go with the clothes iron for the same reason that I taught myself to like those special dark chocolates in the Hershey miniature bag. There's no fighting for it because no one likes them, okay? So I got my piece, and then you play the game, and after a marathon of unbridled capitalism, eventually there's a winner. There's inevitable rubbing it in, and a lifetime of hard feelings, okay? So after a long hiatus, Monopoly re-entered my life as I was researching successful entrepreneurship. And I found, in addition to the requisite, maniacal work ethic and the limitless passion, 4 really startling correlations to business success. The first one being sociopathic tendencies, being a white dude over 6'2", and dyslexia. It's a great Ignite talk for one of you guys in the fall, okay? The last corollary for my research was generosity, which was great. Could I actually do that one? And it meant someone like me and you had a shot at entrepreneurial success in the dog-eat-dog world of business. So, when you, where are we doing here? I don't know what we're doing. I'm just gonna look at the next slide. Okay, so instead of just being a messed up game for kids, there's actually a world championship tournament for Monopoly, okay? And according to author Philip Orbanes, there's, everyone there has business savvy, everyone there is have high initiative, and everyone there is using the same core strategy, which is, buy up the orange row, forget the utilities, sit in jail for strategic turns, and buy all the houses you can, but no hotels. Okay, so all things being equal with the same proficiency and strategy, there's a different game going on at the championship level. And it's a game for all the hearts and minds of the other players. We all know that's important to win the like, trust, and respect of others, especially those that kind of can do something for us, right? And so at this game, there's a special calculus that's going on for people saying, hey man, I was here to win, but it looks like I'm not gonna win. So what I'm gonna make sure is it's not that jackbag because he's a big, mean jerk and I don't want him to win. So if I have any say in the matter or if I have any resources, I'm gonna make sure it's this other player. She's been generous, she's been fair, and she's a great player. So more often than not, the person that earns the most like, trust, and respect ends up winning the ultimate prize. So generosity ends up being the surprising ingredient for how to succeed in a cutthroat environment. Nowadays, if I play Monopoly, I don't use the iron anymore because it's gone. So instead, I use the Schnauzer. And I know some of you in the back are like, dude, the dog is not a Schnauzer, it's a Scottie. I know the difference between a Schnauzer and a Scottie. I'm not dog racist, but in an age of alternative facts, hear me out, okay? Growing up, we had dogs all the time, and Gretel, our miniature Schnauzer, she was the first one that was really all mine. And so we went to obedience school together, and we quickly found out that we didn't like the homework assignments. We started doing things like learning how to dance and howl songs together, and even did like psychic head nods instead of actual verbal commands. It was pretty cool. But every week, we spent way too much time playing with the other dogs. And so because of our inconsistent grades, we failed obedience school. We failed obedience school that I had paid for and went to 16 Saturdays in a row, okay? But man, we didn't care because we learned important things like how to sing and dance together, how to help other dogs and other humans. And it was the first time in my life that I intentionally went against the grain, not because of avoiding conflict like the iron or the Hershey Special Dark Chocolate, but specifically because I was growing to my own brand of success. Each one of us has a likely path for success. And spoiler alert, unless you're a white, dyslexic, sociopathic, 6'2" dude or taller, your best option is going to be the G game, generosity, right? So as all of us here are trying to make the world a better place, either through our individual and collective success, I hope that every single one of us can point to a moment in our life, the Gretel, the miniature Schnauzer moment, where you decided what success meant for you, and that we're all continuing to win the light, trust, and respect of the others. Thank you.